All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another video. All right, y'all, back with another one here. Let's talk about the fight again. Let's talk about this bantamweight fight between Rocky Pennington and Julianna Pena. I'm not laughing at the fight. I'm just laughing at the fact that, I'm always pulling up, these comments on social media just to kind of see where people are at with this bantamweight title fight. And there's never anything good, man. Like, I rarely hear anybody say anything good. The most I see is just like people comment Julianna Pena's looks, and that's about it. So that kind of tells you where we're at with this bantamweight title fight, y'all. And that's the thing I just wanted to talk about. No question here for y'all, but just for me, I'm really hoping that this fight delivers, for a couple reasons. I really hope it delivers Saturday night for UFC 307 for the couple reasons. Well, one, I want a good fight. I want a good representation of, the bantamweight division now because it's needed. It really is needed. The bantamweight division needs a good showing from these two veterans that have been in the game for a while, and I mean, they've been hating on each other now since 2013. So hopefully it translates into the fight like Sandy Ryan and Michaela Mayer's beef. It translated into their fight. So hopefully it does the same thing here, right? And the other reason is I hope it proves the fans wrong. I hope it proves the casual fans wrong, and even like some of the, the WMMA fans that are already kind of in that category as well, just saying, this fight doesn't mean crap. It's going to be boring, right? So in a way, I hope it shuts the fans up here. I hope it does prove the fans wrong because, if it does that, then it usually will put the casual fans in some hope again to say, oh, okay, I need to shut up, and maybe this time I was wrong. So I'll give the next one a chance, hopefully, right? But for the most part, I'm just kind of looking through even Facebook, man, because usually like Facebook, Twitter and YouTube, they'll have like a different tone. Like I think Facebook, some of the comments sometimes they used to be a little bit more family friendly, just a little bit, right? But when you go on like YouTube and Twitter, since everybody hides behind their face, which they can do on. They hide their faces, of course. They hide behind little avatars and stuff. They do that on Facebook too. But when you go on like Twitter, YouTube, they usually just straight up negative comments. It's just straight up hardcore. Just dissing the person's family, wishing they were dead, and all that kind of stupid stuff. But I'm looking at some of the comments just here on like different MMA platforms, and you got people saying Pena's the worst representation of the division. Some people saying. Rocky Pennington don't know how to promote a fight because, her personality is boring, which again is something I'll talk about in another video. Like what are fans looking for when it comes to good fighters to be good promoters? That's something I'll talk about. I'm going to hold that thought on that one. All right. Some people, okay, here's one that said Pena is a great fighter. They basically said she's a great fighter. He likes her. But for the most part here, you just see people saying, Pena does nothing for the division. Can't stand Pena. This fight is boring. This fight doesn't mean anything. Just a lot of negative comments. The division is dead. The division died when Nunes left. Just a lot of different comments where you don't really hear anything good about this. Oh, I can't stand this fight. Why we got to see this fight? So with that, I mean, I knew going into this fight we were going to see that. Big part of it is, unfortunately, is because who has the belt, and for me, I like Rocky. I like Rocky. I like the work ethic that she's had. I like the work that she's put in, but from the outside looking in, and looking at other people, what they want, they just feel like she's a boring champion. Of course, she can't help that. She's got the belt, she's got it, we can't knock that. But as far as people's taste, they're going to look at this a certain way and say, I don't like this person because, they're too flat, they're too boring or whatever, I know it does sound stupid, which it is kind of, but to each their own. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of people aren't really coming in this fight with any faith because, Rocky already lost to Amanda. She's part of the division that's been around for over a decade now that hasn't really changed. People want new faces, right? And then you got Julianna Pena, which she's a fighter that people love to hate, so in a way she is bringing some of the promotion because I know in a recent interview again here she's kind of tearing into Rocky, saying that Rocky hasn't been doing anything to promote this fight, right? UFC 307, she hasn't really been doing anything to promote it, whereas Pena, that's one thing you can count on. Like, people in the comment section, again, they'll say, oh, Julianna Pena, you know, we don't want to see her as champion, and we don't want to see this, we don't want to see that. But all the while they're saying, I want to see her get beat. So whether you like her or not, you are going to tune in. So I will give Pena that. Like, Pena does promote on that part, you know, but it is on Rocky as well to step out the box a little bit and do a little bit of promotion too, you know, if they want to be seen in that light and make people want to gravitate to this fight a little bit more. But again, you really can't win with these fans, because, you know, a lot of fans, they just don't like WMMA. And when they seen this division kind of go dry for a long time, you know, it's just going to come down to that. So when this title fight was announced, you already knew that people weren't going to like it. So it's just one of those things, you know, again, because number one, Pena has been out for 2 years. People don't think that she deserves the belt. And then Rocky, she's considered a boring champion because, you know, she just doesn't have a crowd-pleasing style, and she already lost to Nunes, right? So the MMA math as far as entertainment there already makes this thing look like a bad fight. So going back to my original point is, I hope that this fight delivers, just for those reasons earlier. Like I said, you know, I want this fight to prove people wrong, that this style matchup will make for a good fight. Because I'm looking on the positive side. I think this fight will be good. You know, I think, you know, there's a lot of fights that go into the radar. They're slept on because people just don't like the fighters, or they don't want to tune in. But I think this fight probably will turn out to be something, you know, because, again, you got one fighter in Pena who has a reckless style, and her reckless style always makes for entertainment. And it's going to push Rocky to be at her best. It's going to make Rocky react. And I think Rocky is kind of a reaction type of fighter. You know, once somebody forces her to fight, she will fight back. Or she'll, you know, she will come in there and try to technically shut you down, you know, whether she's finishing you like Macy Chason, or, you know, other girls like Aspen Ladd, you know, the girls that she beat. You know, she will go in there and she will pull out the dog in herself as well. You know, she will fight, you know. So I hope this fight delivers. I hope it does on that, because it's going to be another black eye for WMMA. It's going to be a black eye for the UFC too, because, you know, this is a co-main event. And with the main event already being Khalil versus Alex Pieta versus Khalil, who, you know, is number 8, people are already counting that fight out. But I think that fight's still going to end in some action. I don't think that fight's going the distance. I think that fight's going to still be good. So, yeah, with that, I know it seems like a throwaway, but it will deliver as far as action. But this one here, the co-main, I just hope it delivers, man, you know, because WMMA needs it right now. And again, the fans need it, because they tend to, you know, they're just in a place where they're kind of tired of the bantamweight division. So hopefully, if it happens, you know, hopefully if it turns, you know, the action turns out to be something, it will amp up the semifinal fight up here, which is the Ketlin and Kayla fight. You know, if it turns out to be good, then people really want to see what Kayla, the winner of Ketlin versus Kayla, is going to look like in this fight, right? So yeah, that's all I got on this. That was just a little discussion video I wanted to do, is, you know, leading up to this fight. You know, the fact that a lot of people don't want to see it, because I just been reading comments. I hope it turns out to be something. I hope it's a fight that proves the fans wrong, and, you know, and delivers. That's all I can hope for at this point, guys. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Make sure y'all subscribe. This is WMMA Talk. I'm out. Peace.